Warning. You are about to watch a program that is setting the standard for YouTube content. We don't charge for access. We don't sell account reviews. And we don't pass the bill to you. YouTube is free. Discord is free. And that's exactly how it should be. Time to level up.
You're watching pressure, not panic, not chaos, just pressure. Because strength doesn't need to shout to be real. Becoming confident, convinced this space should crack. That numbers and noise will be enough, and the first attacks hit the wall the way they always do. But every unit they send, every strike they commit, it isn't breaking anything. It's feeding it. You can see the moment it sets in, when confidence turns into hesitation. So they push harder, more attacks, more resources, more effort stacked on top of bad math. Fires don't start here. They start on the way out. Because this wall wasn't built for highlights. It was built for endurance. Wave after wave, the result stays the same. Because defense here isn't passive, it's patient. This is what happens when pressure meets structure, when noise meets restraint, when ego meets a wall that doesn't care. Welcome to WWC Live.
What up, WWC? Going on, my peeps? What's going on? Happy Monday. Monday indeed. Always fun to go back to work on a Monday. Or not. Let's get some I hope I got some server numbers. That's all I know. I go out to the people, I go out to the community. My ask is for server numbers. That's what I ask for. We shall see. Oh, crash. Oh, good evening. There he is. Oh, thank you. Make my day right off the rip. Right off the rip like a vet. Love it. Welcome in, Whole Crash. Shout out to 1604. North. Leader of the North Ant 670. Shout out. Jones. Hi. Right out. See, Jones, I know you're not a vet. Because everybody knows. Get right into a question. You're gonna hurt me. I might not even last the rest of the show. It's risky. Questions off the rip. All right, let's go. Let's try it. I just asked, is there a hero swap in season 2? There's lots of Oh, Jesus Christ. I'll tell you what. I don't remember. There was a hero swap for me in season 2. I'm pretty sure. There was a season. There had to be. You know what? Here, Jones, you want an answer? Go to Discord. Go to discord.gg/join WWC. There is a season 2 link in there in our Discord. Just ask the question. That's the thing that like Bun was saying, right? Is our server isn't necessarily like we go to Captain Hedgehog. You want a map, you want layout information for your season, you want all the intricate details of your season, things like that. You can go to Captain Hedgehog. He has an in-depth view of the season and stuff. If you have random questions, that's what we like to do. That's what we're for. Use the experience of people that have already been through it to ask those type of questions if it's not available. So, Jonesy, go in. check it out in the thing. I believe there is, but it's been shit. It's a long time since I was in season 2, man. That was 4 transfers ago. What up, Farmer Nibs? Welcome in. Palantir, welcome in. Let's see. Elites. Always like to see elites, man. Elites. I was just catching up on messages. I felt bad for elites. Listen, I will say that too while I'm talking about. I'm going through messages. Like literally, guys, there were hundreds of messages. I spent over an hour trying to go through messages and like just catch up on stuff. I haven't been able to get some battle reports, like things I feel bad about. So I just send the messages out to everybody, getting caught up. I told you, if you send me a message, I really do my best to respond. So I will spend hours combing through and eventually catch up and respond to whoever sent me something. Woo is for the children. Welcome in, buddy. Let's see. Who else we got? We got Whole Crash. You say, geez. Yeah, you got a lot of people up in there. G-Man, what's going on? Thank you, buddy. Where's your server? No server number for G-Man? Unless your server is 3655. Think you're in the future, but we're not far away. Compliance in the house already. Identify, look at this. Compliance being, what is that? With the Shazam. Good work, compliance. Doing the Shazam for us. Let's see. Killer B. There's my man. What up, B? Hey, Killer B, let me see. Did he get promoted? I think he's an R2 now. He was an R1. Where are you? Are you R2? Oh, there he is. With that 60 million squad. Way to work, B. Way to work. Love it. Joust, welcome in. Shout out to 1681. There it is, G-Man. 1600. Oh, you're corporate thugging. I just accept your name is why would you be G-Man on here? Corporate thugging is a good name. That's what his name is on Discord. I like it. I don't know why you would go away from that on YouTube. I'll be honest. Unless you're using it for something. Unless on Discord you do shenanigans and in YouTube you keep it clean. I don't know. Legend, what's up, buddy? Shout out to 80. 80, good peeps, man. Well, all my peeps out at 80. Oh, God. I do have a secret like for 80. I do. I can't help it. They're good folk. They've always been incredibly good to me. They fight. Arrow, I don't know what Arrow's up to. He's always up to shenanigans. Just half the time you just ignore him. You know. John, what's up? 755. Shout out. Fairs 1272. Shout. I love the over 1,000. Oh shit. Pun in the house. And William 2037. Our first over 2,000 today. I love it. I love the 22,000. Man, it's so great. So great to hear these large numbers. All right. Envoy's back. He's making his name for himself around these parts. Shout out to 1180. Server 1180 represented. G-Man 1600 and Arrow. I don't know what Arrow. I told you, half the time you ignore him. 2170 here. Is that real? Is that real? Are you really? I don't know. I don't believe it. I think you might be kidding. I don't believe 2170's here. That would be too much for me. I couldn't handle that this early in the show. It's too much for me. Mike Jones checking in. 2058. Shout out. We'll drink. Who we got? Kenny here for 344. Shout out. Is that JT? Where are you from? Yeah, it's 8:40. Is that a shout out to 8:42 or is it just 8:42 in the morning? Good stuff. All right, welcome everybody in. Welcome in. We got a lot to get to yesterday. Hope you enjoyed the show. We tried to throw something a little together. It was chaos. We knew it was going to be chaos. I hope it was enjoyable, at least to get through and sit through, because man, it was a whirlwind for myself. I tell you, I was exhausted after the show yesterday. I'm used to doing these long shows, getting off and coming up with stuff, and then getting offline and then recouping. But man, yesterday was a whirlwind with everybody coming in, the guests, and man. Well, you know who else? Baja will do it to you too. Man, that guy's got like a different energy level. Like he just does. Like you heard everybody come on, right? You heard everybody come on for guests. And Baja hits, and man, he is a hurricane, man. Hurricane Baja. God, love that dude. What I'll tell you, I don't know how you cannot love Baja. Really, he grabbed me ever since that Halloween event, man. You can hear it if you listen to that video. Just my voice, like as soon as you just go through it, killing with that guy. It's wow, so cool, so cool. Bun Bun in the house. Wow, what an honor. Bun Bun is in here. Discord.gg/join WWC, or else she gives me a lashing for not promoting it. Get out there. She's taking care of things. Putting people in timeout, not allowing people, do all kinds of stuff. So tonight, what are we getting to? A lot of stuff because we didn't get to anything yesterday. So we'll get to our spending stuff, right? We'll start talking about the Bullseye. We got the event. We got the battle passes. We got some 3v3 I need to get to in probably like 45 minutes. We'll get through our 3v3 stuff. But before we jump in to any of that, I think we need to kind of just talk about some of the stuff yesterday that we were doing, which is the pack removals, right? So we can get to the email and kind of sum up where we are right now in the game. Again, per usual, I think there's a whole lot of overreaction going on, right? So let's just calm down. First of all, as usual, let's get to WWC. Just gonna calm everything down a little bit because there's no need to hype up the crowd. You all know, free to play. They just want their deco back. Okay, they want their deco back. That's what free to play wants. They want their wish coins and they want their deco. Although, if you were smart, honestly, the deco thing for the long run sucks, right? So if they come out with a new way to do the wish coins, that would be great or something. But you got to be honest. If you were able to turn those wish coins into Taylor, man, you guys hit a home friggin' run. I promise you, if you were able to do that and take that advice, man, you guys are going to hit me up in like 6 months, and you guys are going to be like, holy shit, QB, Taylor is awesome. I'm telling you, just that constant giving you something every time you get to reset. Those boxes coming in over and over. You guys are going to love that. I'm telling you. Hopefully you were able to do that. But in the long run, listen, the long run, you're totally right. Like, you need to do something about deco. Everybody knows that. So that's why I really want to calm down. Everybody freaking out. Obviously, the game's not going to just sit here and be like, you can't get deco. So there's going to be more things that are going to roll out, and it's fine. And, right now, I'm sure if you want to shut down the game because every whale in the game is upset because they can't spend $7,000 and hit like buy, okay, then shut the whole game down. I prefer to look at it as I think the majority of people weren't doing that anyway, and we find ways around, right? So I'm a high spender. We'll find ways to continue to spend our money, if you will. And the free-to-play low spenders will have fun watching all the spenders scramble for a while. I guess you could say, right? But free-to-play, I don't think other than that, I think you're in pretty good shape. Low spenders, I will tell you, low spenders took a bit of a hit because low spenders not only lost that deco we got to figure out, but man, still with all this pack removal, everything and all this freaking out and stuff that was taken away, the biggest hit is still custom weekly pass. It's still the biggest loss, right? I mean, it impacted the most people. It was the best deal. It was, one of those $5 deals that could actually make a difference in your game. People would be low spenders and just spend like $5, or you could spend, like 15. and like really like that was making a difference in people's games. So that's across the board. I think that's low spender, mid spender, high spender. Everybody was getting custom weekly and loving that. So that was a bit of a hit for everybody. I think for the most part, like those spenders still have the $5-10 stuff. They're fine. They're not going to really maybe they go to the 20, but 5-10, they're still doing all right swimming in those waters. They can still do plenty of things in the event. So far, we've had one event, no problems. Glittering event was just fine. So let's calm down there. No problems with glittering. We had some problems we talked to Mewtwo last night about with the bounty hunter. I'm hoping when that circles around, they fix what Mewtwo was talking about. Few problems with launching the Wandering Merchant. I don't think low spenders are going to have any problem with it, to be honest with you. You pop the Wandering Merchant, you can spend $10, you can get 120. I'm quite sure low spenders aren't going wild with the Wandering Merchant and the huge bullets. You just, you spend throughout your month to get a few things. It sounded like Mewtwo didn't have problem cleaning out some of the things in Bounty Hunter. So from a high spender perspective, there's probably a little bit of a hit for Bounty, but didn't sound huge, but sounded like they could tweak stuff to make Wandering Merchant pop a little bit more. And it sounded the way the bullets were sounded a little shady. I'll have to give when it circles around to us, we'll see if they address some things, fix some things, and then I'll give the honest opinion. Because right now I'm very reserved on my opinion on everything that's going around. So I'm just kind of calm down. Now, let's go in and take a look at some of the stuff they removed, and then we'll also talk about the price adjustments that they did as well, which is a wonderful thing. So we'll talk about that. So first, let's get into what they actually removed this round of packs. They disabled the recommended packs when replenishing resources, except for Drone Combat Boost Experience Pack. So good thing, thank God, they left the Combat Boost Experience. I mean, like there's nothing worse deal than that Combat Boost Experience. But okay, so they have the Combat Boost Experience. I mean, actually, there is probably plenty of worse deals than it. It's just a terrible deal, that whole Combat Boost. But they disabled the replenishing resources. Now, I can tell you early in the game, from a spender perspective, that replenishing resources thing was absolutely awful. It's where I dumped a crap ton of money. I can't get back. I wish I could do it all over again. That's where the T10 push they got early on. You run out of gold. You get to replenish your resource. You get to get more resources, buy some gold, shitty deals, all that stuff. Imagine like just pushing on you like, here, take this. Yeah, it was brutal. It was that whole T10. I just commented on a video about that. Somebody was recommending like, yeah, do the T10 push. It was the worst experience in the game for me still to this day. Like that T10 push was so costly from a spender perspective, giant waste of money to push through that. And I would do it totally different today. Absolutely. I would have taken those resources. I would have went slower with the T10, and I would have went way further with that money, with that dollar. I would have extended it into power way more than how we did it to rush to the T10s. It's crazy. It's an ego boost. What ends up happening, I can tell you from a spender perspective, what ends up happening, you download this game, and you get into a server, you get into an alliance, you're there for a couple months, you start pounding away, maybe you get to an R4, you get whatever, because the spenders move up very fast in the early days of alliances, because you have the power, they want you up in R4, R5s, you can destroy your server, they like that stuff, so they move you up. And then what happens is usually the top people on the alliance, there's like a few people that start competing with one another. You start competing with one another, and when you compete with one another and pay to win, you know what that means? You're spending. That's how you compete with one another, right? It's not like, hey, we're gonna have a competition and race to the end of the road. This is, hey, take out your credit card and let's see how much you got. That's compete with one another. So you start pushing things in this game early on, and you start competing with one another, like the top 3, top 4, 5, and it starts to separate itself a little bit. Who wants to waste the most money? And it really, that's how servers go. They start to separate. And now, I mean, if you have a early VIP 18 or high 17, something like that, you're going to see they're going to pull way out ahead of everybody else. And it's a giant pissing contest, guys. It's all you're looking at is a giant pissing contest. And although you may be in R3, R2 and not see the conversation happening, all that's happening is you're just talking to one another about how strong you are and what you're going to do next. But it's all egotistical bullshit conversations that you don't want to hear. Trust me. And then you end up making horrific decisions in this game because you're not spending based on wise economical moves and gaining power. You're spending because the guy in front of you just bought whatever pack and you're trying to keep up with him. And that is a horrible place to be. A horrible place to be because you're just doing it and you're just spending and it's whatever. And that's what happened with T10s. I could tell you, I got sucked in early on. I was like one of the top people on the server. There was like 3 of us that were going like, back and forth. And yeah, it was this whole rush to get T10s. And I'll tell you, it was a grind. It was horrible. And then once I hit that button, it was not worth it. It felt empty. It felt empty. So I take that experience to everybody else and I tell you, don't do it. Just don't do it. But anyway, so we talked about the pack store in the mall, right? So that was the one that was over here. There was a giant pack store that had all those awful deals. That was something Qatar said about the deco. That was 900 and then got him, the whole ban thing ended up being temporary. They then came to their senses of insanity and removed the ban. And, Qatar had it in his moments and all that. That's where it all was. It was in that pack store that they removed. And I mean, the whole thing that kicked that off was Qatar saying that was a terrible deal. So believe me, they removed it. Unfortunately, it was the only way to buy some of those things. So, then now we're empty for deco. But at the same point, spenders, I'll tell you this again, you want a spender's perspective. I started looking at that 900. It's a horrible deal. And I started looking at it because I got no other way to move to deco. And you're like, man, I can't. This is ridiculous. But if they leave it up long enough, people would have bought it because you have no other way to move deco. And spenders can't not move our deco. We have to move our deco. Like, it's just so, you guys know, I've talked deco to death over the last like 8 months on this WWC, right? Like, I love deco. It's so important. So they removed that pack store. They reduced the weekly purchase limit for packs in the weekly deal. So we went over this yesterday. Me, Mewtwo, Pun, Wisconsin, we all kind of talked about how they trimmed some of these things down so you can't buy them anymore. I think like the Valor was maybe, I think 7, somebody said. I think Pun said there were 7 of these. And there was, a couple there. I know there were 4 of the armament packs, which we'll buy the 1 tonight for the T11s, but there was 4 of these. I don't know, professional, I don't care. Training certificate pack. I think we said there were a couple more of these. Mewtwo said this is where he was getting some stuff here too. They trimmed that down. The bond badge is the same, by the way, for all those people out there that are talking about affecting the Overlord bond levels. There is 0 spender change with the bond badges. 0. Zip. They still have the same amount in bounty. You can get those, and there's only 1 per week in here. I saw some comments going around today about how, the bond badges, no, you're misunderstanding. Which nothing will tell a spender more that you're not a spender than being pissed off about the bond badges, because that's all you could ever do was buy 1 of these 10 packs per week. So nothing to change there, guys. Shards, there's probably more, but most of us spenders at this probably impacts more people in the early servers that haven't either opened their Overlord yet or are going to try to move their Overlord and push like we did early on. This is something that every spender was very heavy in early on. We bought shards like crazy early on when the Overlord first came out. So early servers are going to be impacted by it. Spenders now, for the most part, season 5, season 6. I don't know. You could probably go, and I got to guess, maybe 700 to 800 servers, maybe. It would probably, like, spenders are already done with their gorillas, I would imagine, at least for the shards. I mean, I'm sitting here, guys. I think I have 2,000 shards in my inventory that I can't use. That's how long I've been done with shards. It's a long time for spenders. We completed that stuff pretty quick. We jacked that thing up. And I will say this, and every spender knows this too. For those that don't have a way to get these shards to buy them, if you're doing it like a free to play, holy crap. That's going to take a long time. That spenders are going to get frustrated to hell trying to move that gorilla. I'll tell you that. that's for sure. Not that I expect you to feel bad for them. I'm just saying they're going to be neck and neck with you because they can't really get any shards. So, free to play low spender, chum up to your local whale if you're in season 2 and say, "Hey, buddy, we're together," because they're not moving. They're not moving fast. Components. Yeah, there were a couple more in here, I believe. We just talked about this. Like whatever, 4 here. I think this was a big one. I think there were 10 of these. That I remember, these drone skill chips. They really squashed down on the ability to get skill chips for folks. I think they were not liking the push on those, or they're going to roll them back out. I don't know which, but I can tell you, like me, I'm on my 10th chip for my first team, and then I have 8 stars and 8 and 8. So I'm going on. I think I have a 10, 999, 999, and then I have 8 8. So I was pushing chips like crazy, and even buying all the material I could, I wasn't necessarily getting the weekly deal. So again, this, as a high spender, it still doesn't impact me. But bigger whales like Mewtwo, people like that, they were definitely diving into this. The VIP 18s were diving into this, the skill chips. And then the exclusive shards down here. There's plenty of ways to get exclusive shards, but this was another way to get them. They still have them at the event. You can get like 800 a clip in there, and maybe they'll slowing it down a little bit for those earlier servers. Again, I think even Mewtwo was talking about it, that he wasn't that concerned last night with getting his 30s. And, Mewtwo's, in the 300s, or 296. So he's close to 300. So you got to figure the high spenders in the 400s, 500s are already, pretty good with their 30s. I would say if you're in season 5 and all this went down, you're in pretty good shape. Like, even high spenders aren't going to be that impacted by some of these things, like exclusives. You may feel it because you want to dump money and spend on silly stuff like post 30 heroes, but you'll get there pretty fast. There's nothing to feel sorry for there. But yeah, that was the impact, at least to the weekly stores, of what they removed. All right, let's go back to the next thing that they removed. The daily purchase limit for some packs in the glittering event. I just finished it. I think they knew I was in it and they didn't want to start until it was over. I don't know. I'm just kidding. I don't know what that means. Somebody else who gets glittering tonight, I guess, can tell me what they did. The daily purchase limit I showed last night is pretty friggin' large. Like, I think you can get like 50. I think we saw last night like 50 of the 100 pack. It's a little excessive. Anyway, it's gluttonous. Like, if you're gonna get 1,000 packs of the glitter, holy shit! Like, it's a lot, man. You saw how much I completed in the glitter, and I did like 1,000 coins overall. I think, or whatever, 10,000, whatever it is. They do it. Make it so much easier if they just equate all these events. Just said like $1 was a point. It would just be so much easier. But I was able to get, red prints. I was able to get all the cores out of there. Got my speed ups that I needed, because they kind of chipped away at my tech speed ups that I didn't like. But I was able to solve that through glittering event. I grabbed a whole bunch there. But there were a ton. So we'll see what they end up doing. But right now, I don't know. Even if they left 1 per day, if you did, maybe they'd make you do like the 1 and the 50. I'm trying to think, what did I end up? Yeah, that would suck. For spenders, if they did that, if they had the glittering event and they knocked the 100 down to 1, that actually would be rough. You could get, I think to complete it, you have to get I think it's like I think it's I think they're spending $1,000 to complete the bar. So that means that, and again, this isn't about, by the way, oh, I feel bad for spenders or, blah blah. It's just actually about the game changing these rules and making it so you have to spend more money to do stuff. It doesn't make any sense, like how they're doing some of these things. They're making it look like they're reducing the stuff you can buy, but then there's ways to do it if you spend more money. And I get it, to earn. It's one thing if you came out and you started the game that way and you're like, pay to win, this is how they're going to make money. It's another thing when you make changes like halfway through and you continue to change the things people are already buying and you're like, I could get you for this. I wonder if you'll buy it for that. That's kind of dirty. It's shady business. But so I don't know. I always felt they just left the events alone, they would be fine. But they start messing with these events, and they increase the appearance probability of the Wandering Merchant and the Bounty Hunter. That's going to be interesting to talk to people to see their experience after Mewtwo gave his experience of the Bounty Hunter. I'll be interested to hear what other people get with the Bounty Hunter. So what does this all mean, getting rid of all these things? Again, we already talked about this newest update, at least. Free to play, 0. Zip, zilch, 0 for free to play on this one. Nothing. That means, by the way, as much as everybody hates to hear it, it's the majority of the game. The majority of people play the game that are playing for free do not care that this email even existed. There's nothing they would do on here at all. They're still going to collect their glittering coins and move about their business. That's the truth. There you go. Low spenders. Low spenders. What really is going to impact low spenders on this? They should not be in the pack store. If anything, it helped them if they were in there. Low spender really couldn't imagine they're really doing that much weekly deal. They're definitely mid spender if they're doing a bunch of weekly deal stuff. Glittering market, that depends. Maybe low spenders might have been a little bit in the glittering market, but I don't think it's going to impact them if they limited the coins, the popping, the Wandering Merchant more. If anything, that probably helps them. I don't see any difference for a low spender in this removal. This email for 426 doesn't. I would say low spenders aren't really impacted by this at all. So there you go. So up the game even further, whatever you want to do. 70% of the game probably does not give a shit about this email. That's the truth. There you go. That's what I would say. You get in, you start hitting people mid-spenders. Yeah, maybe. It depends. Glittering, I don't know. I don't know that mid-spenders are really that impacted by this. You can still spend a lot of money, like the Bullseye. I said this, like mid-spenders, how much what's your goal for the month? Like what's your budget? 400, 500 bucks, 600 bucks, 700 bucks. Then you know what? You should just be buying Bounty Hunter. Stay out of these things. Do the battle passes. They still have the battle passes. Do those. If you're a mid spender, there's zero impact on your build and your game in doing this. Really. Like there's plenty of areas. Again, goes not this email right here. I'm talking about not the custom weekly, the decorate and all that stuff. We already talked about those. Those are impactable. This is not impactful, though. I mean, really, like, you're just not spending right if this is impactful for your game. If anything, the game helped you. It gave you a funnel that if you were using it, you shouldn't go down this path if you were a mid-spender. That's what I would say. And now you get into, so there again, that's another chunk of the game that's not impacted by this. Let's not cry about, right? And so now we get into the high spenders. High spenders, yes. Real high, the higher the spender you go, the more impactful this was 1,000,000%. This was a shot at everybody you would say whale in this game. Absolutely. That pack store, yeah, they probably go and buy it all out. The weekly store, sure, probably buy it all out. So yeah, it limited so that they can't spend, $10,000 in a week for those that make the videos of buying every little pack that you watch. Like, oh, I'm going to buy every pack. Watch this. Yeah, all that stuff's impacted. The gluttonous stuff that gets done a lot of times, that of the super high whales, gets done. But again, there's other ways to spend your money still in this game. If you're really hunting to spend, there's other ways to spend and buy and get stuff done. It's limited right now. So I don't know. 426 to me, when you're talking about such a sliver of this game that's impacted, I don't see how it impacts it negatively. I don't. I know. And listen, and that's with me, who people like Mewtwo and Pun, they're my boys, without a doubt. But when I get on this mic, they know this. I'm going to tell the truth. Maybe, negatively impact them and whatever, but they're the minority in this game. They are the minority in the game. They have to understand that. I'm the minority in this game. That's how we live. So we need to really get that into, take that into consideration when we start making big deals out of these things when they happen. Because the minority was impacted. And yes, they do spend more than the common player. But when you think about where this game makes its money, it's the combination of 2,000 servers spending think about when you take the top end of the game and how much they're spending. Yeah, they're spending huge money. Huge, hundreds of thousands of dollars. Hundreds of thousands, right? But then when I take 1 million players across 2,000 servers and I say all of them are still buying, let's say, or a huge chunk of them are buying the $5 packs or buying the $10 packs. You know what I mean? Buying this in glitter, a little of this, a little of that. That's all those players combined make the majority of their profits. That's where it all comes from. I think there was somebody said it. Mike the Sage, I think, said all the whales, and it was like there were 374 at the time or something. And I think Mike must have overheard something that was said. If you divide that by half, that's how much money was spent. So think about that. That's $300 million from 400 players, right? That's a lot of money, right? It's a lot of money. But you know what that means? That also means you just removed all the VIP teams, all the ones that we said spend $1 million this, $1 million that. We removed them all. And now you're only left with 17s. And guess what? This game has made multiple billions of dollars. Multiple. So now that I've took away the VIP 18s, where's that money coming from? Where's it coming from? I only took three. I only had to take, 300 mil off the top right there. Cut that. Now you still got 1.7 billion or something, right? 2.7 billion, however much ridiculousness the game makes off common players. Game's gonna make it off the mid spenders. Think about how many people when they launch a season on every single server. How many players buy the $5 pack every day? How many players buy the resources to start the season? Think about how much money that is, right? It's enormous money. That's why they'll never stop these seasons. Right off the rip, they're making so much money from you, everybody. Because even the people that don't spend, even the people that say they're free to play players, might buy the $5 pack during the season. They might not even tell you they'll buy the pack because they're free to play. And they don't want to be, just because they use a little bit of their scratch, they don't want you to now deem them as spenders. So they might not even tell you that they're buying the $5 pack. But so many people during the season buy that $5 pack or buy, the big pack to start the game. That's where they're making their money, guys. It's huge, right? It's huge. And so I just think when they start doing this stuff, it gets a little bit blown out of proportion on who's getting impacted. Does it impact their game? Oh my God, the sky's falling. They're screwing up the game. Are they? I don't know. As a high spender, I don't think they're screwing anything up. I get what they're doing right now, and I reserve my judgment on this final thing anyway until we've actually seen the finished product. Okay. And now I want to get into one more thing before we drop all this conversation is they released another thing, and that was the pricing adjustment notice, right? Okay. Now this is really exciting for me. Now I don't want to get in. I didn't do I didn't do any of the details on this. I'm not going to make some claims that everything's even and somebody's out there going, "Hey QB, you're an asshole because I did the calculations on Brazil and Brazil is an equal. There's $2.70 difference." Okay. I'm not going to make claims that every single thing that they did here is accurate or works out or what it is. What I will say about this, though, that I'll bring for those of you that do not know what's been happening. And I know this firsthand because a lot of people I give bricks to in other countries, I'll give out like $50, $100. Like, for example, the event I ran with Mewtwo, some of the people that were in other countries, I may give out like $100. It costs me like $130 to give out $100 because of the conversion. Because it costs $130. So like people tell me this happens all the time. I cannot tell you we've been doing this for 8 months. Oh my God, the amount of messages I get, how ripped off people are getting in other countries. Oh, if you do the exchange rate, how much it costs me? You know how much it costs me, QB? You know how much this package costs me here, QB? You know how much it costs me here? You know? Americans don't give a shit, right? Like, it's just like, oh, well, so sad, haha. No, but people in other countries were paying more money. They were paying more money for packs. And it wasn't right. It was not right. So if this is what that did when they said they're going and they changed right here, the global exchange rate fluctuations, they've changed this. And they gave out the percentages here and what they did, how they work out. Right there, Woo said $5 pack is $8 Australian. Now, I don't know what's that work. So what's that work out? What's the Australian dollar to the US dollar? I have no clue. Are you saying $8 American dollars it works out to buy a $5 pack in Australia? Is that what you're saying, Will? Because that's the message that I was hearing from a lot of different people. So I think this is fantastic if that's what they've done. I don't know if they need to tweak things. I'm sure there'll be plenty of conversations in regards to that. Nobody did it. Oh, $8 Australian dollars. But how does that work out? What is an Australian dollar to a US dollar? I don't know. I don't know the conversion there. I just know when I buy packs, it costs me a shit ton more money to give out packs to other countries than it does for this. And I know that people were telling me in different areas, it costs them more money than in the US to do it. Now, some countries may be better than others. I don't know. I mean, even on the chart, like, it's, these things, they drop 29%, they drop 3%, drop 22%. With some of these conversions are all over the place in regards to the fluctuations of what they're doing. But it seemed to be, to me, that they're trying to go in the right direction by they're dropping the prices to make them good. Oh, so maybe it's close then. Maybe it's close. I don't know how far. I mean, this is a whole nother ballgame. You start talking about how far an Australian dollar gets you in Australia versus what it gets us in the US, and that's a whole different conversation. But that's what appeared to be what they were doing here, folks. And considering the amount of people that have told me how much more money it was spending and converting and all that, it seemed to be the right choice. Now, this right here, I also want to say something that came. Oh, there you go, right there. What's that? Euros? What is that? I don't know what that symbol is. What is that, bat? Is that euros? Hey, Tom, you hit me up with foreign currency, and I'm completely illiterate with that. I did. Oh, pounds. Okay. Oh, so that makes perfect sense then, right? Because that's my next conversation. Is this what this clarified for me by them doing this now? The pack removal, whatever. I think it starts to clear a little bit more. I've been saying for a while, if we were putting our bets on why this all was getting done, I've been saying I think this is getting done because of the Digital Rights Act. And if you have not looked up the Digital Rights Act in EU, go ahead and put it in the internet. Look it up in the Digital Rights Act. You can ask any AI browser that you use. You can use Claude or Gemini. ChatGPT, whatever one you like. Ask them about it. Ask them what it does to games like this, why they're doing it, the impacts of these games, and what they have to change, how they're getting in front of it. It'll tell you. It'll tell you exactly what it'll do. And so a lot of people were saying, "Oh, are they getting sued? They're getting the game's getting sued. The parent company's getting sued." But the thing that got me about the lawsuit talks that were going around, billionaires don't even budge. They don't care. They just get more lawyers when we start talking about lawsuits. That's how billionaires are. But when the government starts making changes, billionaires start changing. That's when big things start getting changed. And when you start worrying about exchange rates all of a sudden after 2.5 years of charging people too much money for packs and doing stuff, and then you start worrying about this, that screams regulation to me. This screams regulation. And I think this is, back to that Digital Rights Act and what it is. We'll see what it plays out. Not like anybody said anything or it's covering up, but it certainly makes a lot of sense to me that they would be worrying about this stuff and making these types of changes, especially they're worried about overseas. They're worried about other countries. That all fits in with this Digital Rights Act profile that was going in the EU that they're passing. Because once they pull it out of there, they're going to have to pull it out, I guess from my understanding, they pull it out of like the App Store. So it disappears from Apple, you disappear from Google. They can't have you in the App Store anymore. How the hell are you going to sell your game? Let's be honest. I mean, people are going to, if you remove things, I'll give you a good example of that. Anybody who has like a PC like Windows that's had the App Store for Windows for the longest time, what a pain in the ass that is. That you have to find an app for Windows that's not on like the Play Store or the Apple Store. You need to go to like the company's website and try to download a PC version of the app. The App Store on like Microsoft sucks for years. It's been brutal compared to all the options you've had for like Google and Apple. It's brutal. And so that'll be a perfect example. Like when stuff disappears from these app stores, holy shit, these companies are impacted. Big time as far as the availability to people, especially when you got a mobile game. Who the hell has a Microsoft cell phone? I know somebody out there right now looking at their Microsoft cell phone going, what the FQB? Why am I taking shrapnel? there's one person out in the crowd right now that's holding their Windows cell phone going, what a jerk. I'm sure. But, let's be honest. Everybody's sitting here with, for the most part, you're sitting with your Apple, your Samsung, your whatever Google phone you have, your Apple phone. And that's how you get everything in the store. So we play a mobile game that very few people are even on the PC version of, right? And you're going to threaten to take something out of the App Store? Forget about it. You're dead. You're dead in the water. Your game is not expanding anymore. You have your current population. Whoever's playing in the preseason right now, that's the end of the game. You can shut off new people coming into the game. It's all done. All over. You guys know that. You can't shut off access to an app store for anybody. Forget about it. Everybody lives in their cell phone. So to me, Digital Rights Act just makes a lot of sense to me. If you start threatening removal from the Apple Store, the Samsung Store. So all along, what I felt is they were doing, again, this is all hypothetical, but for me, take it or leave it. I just kind of pick up the pieces of the clues rather than listening to rumors that people try to fly around. I just kind of put the pieces together myself and like the evidence that's going with the packs and the laws and stuff. And I would guess that they're combing through this game with lawyers, right? That's what companies do. They have a lawyer who doesn't play the game, by the way. So you imagine picking up this case to represent Funfly in this, telling him about this, who doesn't play the game. Explain to him, how many drone component packs can I sell? Like some lawyer is making that decision right now. Who knows, right? No. you can't have this, you can't have a pack store. No, if you use this wording, it's not right. Who knows what they're saying? If they're combing through this thing week to week and they're saying, all right, now you got to do this, now you got to do that. But I would guess that they're going to re-roll out opportunities to buy things in some way, shape, or form. I think Mewtwo talked about it yesterday. Maybe there's a way to do it so that you can buy online. I think somebody talked about it. You know, maybe you can feed you over to the store or something like that, where you pick an item out of the store and you can buy it online instead, and then they give you the bricks. I don't know. I don't want to pretend to know how they're going to re-roll this thing out, because honestly, it doesn't matter. It probably bores the shit out of the majority of you, because you're not impacted. That's the point. The majority of the effing game is not impacted. And we keep eating up our time talking about this shit with new emails and what they roll out, and how they said this time isn't nice, and they didn't put a period here, and we get all fired up again. And I talked about this last time. We have to stop getting fired up every time we get an email. I told you, we're gonna get another one. I said last night, I think it was last night or night before, whatever the hell the last time I was on, I was talking, and I said, oh, we're gonna get another email. It's not over. And then sure enough, what do we get? We got a friggin' currency email 12 hours ago. And guys, I got news for you. We're going to get another one. We're going to get another one. This isn't the end of this. Until they roll out new packs, I'll give you one clue that I'm going to look for. Until you give me a new way to buy Deco, this is not over. There is zero chance that this game is moving forward with no way to purchase Deco. Absolutely zero. Zip. So there's going to be some kind of, and if that maybe they're going to only use events. Maybe their idea is to roll out universal and events. I know a bunch of people have talked about that. Maybe that's their way of doing it, right? Maybe they'll roll that out. I don't know. I don't think any of us know, but I think that based on what I just said, I just think there's a lot of overreaction that's going on that we need to calm down, because the number of people that are impacted by it is just slim. So, we'll survive as a spender. I'm telling you, from a high spender, I will survive. Right now, Mewtwo will survive. I'm going to make sure of it, because I'm going to keep checking in with that SOB. Make sure he's pumping solid. He's good. Have to send him like a fruit basket or something to keep him happy over there. I don't know. Maybe I'll find like an autographed Mewtwo card somewhere or something, just to keep him happy. Just to buy him some shelves or something for his basement. He can start working on that to calm himself. But my job is to just keep him around. Keep him around until they reestablish where he can purchase his goods. And by the way, everybody out there is spenders. Just because you can't purchase, you're not quitting. Why give up on your server at this point just because you can't spend? There's tons of people that I'd imagine, I hope, like you. If they don't, then they probably want you to leave. But you're supporting your server. You're there. You're fighting. You're about to get into a season. Play the game. Let's play the game. Don't worry about it. I'm incredibly excited for season 6. I get it. Then they started talking about taking away the awakening shards. Okay, so then take them away. We're all on an even playing field. It's not like, one server's getting, another server's not. And everybody's going to be on an even playing field. We're all getting the same amount of awakening shards. We're all doing whatever. Boo-hoo that we can't spend $500 extra to get, to load these things up. It's whatever. I'm looking forward to season 6 because it looks like a fun season, looks like fun gameplay, looks like even playing. There's a lot of things to like about the season coming up. So that's what I'm looking forward to, and not focused on just, the fact they took away some spending. So, all right. So that's that. Packs covered. Check that box. Sure, any comments that you guys have, I will get. Lord knows, listen, I'm still trying to go through the messages. This thing's like a landmine over here. I'll open that thing, and there's like hundreds of messages. So I'm sure you guys will let me know how you feel. either on Discord or that, or come on and talk to Bun Bun on Discord. She's looking to talk to you out there. In there, Sarah, he's waiting for you. Okay. And then, so the deal that we do have, let's embrace the deal that we do have for those spenders out there looking, which is a drone training pass. I will say this, drone training pass at this point, for any of you, I do have to caveat and just say that I still say your budgeted money, I would always put it towards gear. Your Bullseye event, bullets, whatever. The gear is the most important part of this game. You have to get your gear. The only way you can get it is through the Bullseye event to really pump that gear, those mythics. You got to get your honor points in the gear store. Anything that comes out, you can get gear. I always just say, that's how I would budget myself until at least my T1 gear was full. I just want to say that. I just want to caveat that when I start saying like what I recommend spending and what but the drone training pass with the stuff that they did remove now, it's hella important to get this. Absolutely. If it was a deal before, it is a must buy now for people, because there's combat boost boxes, there's skill chip material. It's at a premium, folks, right now with the skill chip material. So whatever this was before in your list of what importance when they were coming out with passes, and you're like, I'm going to get the next pass because I want the exclusive and the hero pass. This has got to go into your budget. This should go into your budget without a doubt, because that chip material is so important right now. And it's just hard to move the combat boost as it is. So yeah, I would just say that that's a little different place that we're in today than we were yesterday. I mean, spenders were going to do this anyway, but I would say a mid spender for certain. And if a low spender wasn't looking at this previously, you 100% should double check your spreadsheet on how you're spending your money and see if there's a spot to fit this in. That's 100% what I would say. Just hard to that chip material it's getting harder and harder to get, right? And they're limiting things. Low spender, maybe not so much. You can, like, they have the glittering event. It's just when I think about the importance of if they're gonna cut the glittering event packs, it's a place where people get skill chips, right? And so when I think about what else you get in the glittering event, skill chips were kind of down the list a little bit, because you also were looking at cores, you're looking at your red prints. There's other things you're looking at in glittering when you were purchasing, right? From mid spenders and stuff and looking at that. So skill chips were kind of like, yeah, maybe I'll do this for a skill chip. If they start limiting the amount of things and packs you can buy, well, now you know, and you've got to put them in priority order for the glittering event. Oh, that sucks. From a spending perspective, like, oh man, I gotta, like, what is the most important in there? Like, this, boy, oh boy. And you know what? The skill chips are gonna be like rough to get, because it's the one place you can get cores. There's not a whole lot of place you get cores. They cut the cores in the weekly. They cut you. You have to move. Before, I was telling you to move kind of cores up your list of importance of trying to get them for glittering. It's even more now, because they don't even offer them the one pack in the weekly, and they cut the 20, 50, 100. The cores in glittering have to have spiked on your priority list in glittering now. They were important before. It's almost like a must. If you're trying to move your T11, you have no other place to go. You have to go there. So, I mean, I know there's a couple other places they try to make them available in the Alliance store and different things, but I don't know. So, anyway, that would be my drone planning pass. We'll talk about Bullseye as it comes out. But anyway, that is my take on those two things that we missed last night. Okay, next, what else we got going on? We have season 6. We talked about a little bit for you guys, I know I've been getting a lot of questions in regards to season 6. Like, what's going on with it? You don't have a preseason. You're not doing the video. You're in the middle of the season. Are you still covering season? It's crazy. I swear to God. Some of the questions, like, yes. I will be covering the crap out of season 6. I just do things a little bit different. Like, I don't want to just throw out a bunch of shit videos that, are going to be repetitive for you, where I'm going to make like 4 preseason videos. There's nothing going on, guys. I'd rather have you be prepared. If you're looking for something like a video about it and YouTube and stuff, I want you to be as prepared of looking for that video, as bored as you are looking for that video as you're going to be when you hit this season. The preseason is just boring. The season itself, I'll gladly talk about as we approach now this week, because this week's getting ready for the start of the season. But I just want to prepare you for the reality that it's freaking boring. There is nothing going on in here. Like, they can tell us, like, something and whatever. I just, so I will do. This was the first week, by the way. I will summarize. You ready? I'm going to wrap up the first week in 20 seconds of the season. I can make a 20 second. I should have make a YouTube short to do the preseason for you. All right, here we go. Here's day 1. There's day 2. There's day 3. Day 4. Day 5. 6. Day 7. Done. Finished the first week of the preseason. There you go. So again, I will make a video kind of summarizing. I just didn't want to go over some of this stuff in one video and then make another one. Like, I'll sum up one that will basically encompass the whole season, what we're about to get into, what we're doing with the factions, kind of some of the we had the conversation already about the handshake agreements. Are we going to make a deal on season 6? Are we not going to make a deal? We've already had that discussion about things. So all of that's kind of leading up, but to me, I can summarize that in like an 8 to 10 minute video to tell you the whole damn shebang as far as season 6 and the 2 weeks of the preseason. I will tell you what I've been saying for the first day of the season, which is Sunday night coming up. I'm going to be on, I plan on being on all night, just to let you know. How late that goes, I don't know. I'll probably be honest with you, we'll probably start a show a little bit later because it's going to go so late. I'll probably start at around 6 to kick it off on Sunday night. Maybe even a little after 6. And I'm probably going to go until, who knows? I will promise you I'll go past 2. Let's put it this way. My time, I'll go past 2 a.m. I can tell you that right now. I will show you, I will definitely be on for probably, I don't know, 7 hours. Something crazy. Yeah, we'll probably have to do it. If I'm going to continue, I'll probably do like a second stream or something. And maybe I'll have an intermission, I don't know, to use the bathroom or something. I don't know, maybe. But like, other than that, I'm going to run a long damn stream as far as how the beginning of the season goes and how it is. Because it's just fun. I get into it. I don't know. Plus, Pun said he was working late. Maybe Pun will be on while he's working. He's going to be doing the season. And you know damn well, all of you when the season launches stays up freaking late anyway. You know, like the beginning of the season in this game is absolutely like one of the most exciting things that happens in this game. You all know it, right? When the season launches and we're figuring out what to do. And how about that mad scramble when the season first launches? And you're trying to figure out what to do as fast as humanly possible because you want to beat everybody else. You're like, okay, we got this. Do I gotta kill zombies? I gotta go kill zombies now. Wait, did I read this? Wait, did I buy this? Did I start building that? Oh crap, I forgot. It's like this mad scramble in the beginning of a season at day 1. But it's so exciting, guys. Everybody's out. You know why it's so exciting too? I want to say this. We talked about one of the things about this game is when you start playing this game, it's almost not about the game anymore. It's about the people rather than the game because you love the people so much in your alliance and other alliances and servers that you came from, transferred. It starts to become about the people more than the damn game, right? Well, if that's the truth, then what's more exciting than having everybody in your alliance online? When you start the season, almost you have like 100 out of 100 online, right? Like, how often does that occur? Like, that's just crazy. So you're talking to everybody. The chat's lit up. Everybody's excited. Like, what are you doing? Well, I'm doing this. Oh, I did this. Everybody's helping each other. The rallies are through the freaking roof. You're running rallies like nuts. You're trying to plot together to see, which alliance is gonna, kill whatever first. And you have all this like alliance unity. You have this a server unity trying to work together and help other alliances, right? Kill certain things. It's just so exciting. It really is. Some of the best parts of this game have come in those beginning moments of the season when everybody's kind of together and gelled, and then a million things happen at that point, right? It starts hitting the shit, or people don't like it for whatever reason. And the other thing, to be honest with you, life just gets in the way. You guys got other things to do, right? You start realizing how much damn time you're playing the game, and either your significant other, or you realize like how ridiculous it is. You're at probably like your kids' friggin' practice doing something or whatever, and you just, you start fading a little bit. It's like, okay, I need to really start focusing on my damn life rather than constantly being in the game. It's that stuff happens for folks, right? And so as things go, it starts to fade a little bit. But I also think it's kind of we get this lull of nothing that happens, and we're dying for like that brand new content, because we've already seen the meteorites, we've already seen the verses, we've seen, all these things that are coming in, and then you're promising us something we haven't seen, and everybody's like, oh, I can't wait for that. So really cool. And yeah, season 6 looks really fun for all those out there that are looking forward to seeing like what we're going to experience, because maybe you're in season 4, season 5, maybe you're in preseason. Some of these servers out here, they're giving us shout outs from 2050. I get so excited when I see those 2054 and stuff. Man, that's like the most part of the most rewarding thing of being on here is getting those people now that were starting in season 1, season 2, and was asking advice on how to do things. And now I get messages from folks, and they're like, oh, thank you so much. Like, your videos did this or they did that, helped me grow. And oh my God, I cannot tell you how rewarding it is, and incredibly humbling of like why I love doing this. Just helping people like that you've experienced, to be able to help them have a better game experience is friggin' so damn cool, man. It doesn't get lost on me for 1 minute. I don't take it for granted. Because it's just a really good feeling. Really good feeling to hear from folks when they say it. I appreciate it. I truly appreciate everybody. 2131, get out of here. Is that true? Holy shit, man. Welcome. Ah, that's awesome. I love to hear that number. 2131. Damn, guys, that's crazy. Listen, for someone who came in this game in server 72, to hear 2131 is wild. So wild. And good luck. Good luck, man. Good luck. Check in with us. Hey, go to the Discord if you need help. The season 1 stuff is in there. Oh, look at this guy. Oh, we got Trump. We're just trumping him now. 2170. Oh, look at this guy trumping you, man. 2170. Damn. Damn, 2052. Holy shit, bro. That's awesome. I got goosebumps, man. That's so getting me 26. What the F? Seriously? And Mewtwo started his own server. I don't know if you guys are joshing me. If you guys are really from all these old new servers, that's absolutely cool, bro. I love it. 2168 hates 2170 for some reason. I don't know what's going on. Got a war in the chat already. 2170 versus 2168. I love it. Let's get the war. When is it? I'll put it on live. Man, I love hearing those freaking numbers, man. I get 2100. Never thought they'd get to 20. I know, right, Advances? It's awesome. It's so cool. I love it. It truly gets me I know it's up to 2263. I know. I know it's good, but to hear people like it in the WWC like are on our live that are like these server numbers is so cool, man. 2131, that's awesome. That's so cool. I love it. I love it. Go to the Discord, guys. I'm telling you that season 1, it's just a little different because you can ask whatever questions you want, just straight up. And Captain Hedgehog, if you guys are not on Captain Hedgehog's website, God, go to that guy. It's what everybody else. When you see videos online, people making videos for seasons and stuff, they're all using Captain Hedgehog stuff. They're just summarizing it and making their own video out of it. But I don't know. You don't have to go anywhere else. Like the dude has all the information. He puts together awesome content. The way he phrased it, it's a one-stop shop for your entire Last War experience. Once you're on Hedgehog, you never have to get off. All right, we're gonna have to do some. I was waiting towards the end here. I've been behind on 3v3, so we're gonna have to whip through some 3v3 before we start the reset. So I will whip through these. So if you have any questions, I will multitask while I go through this. Subscribers are coming, which that's where all the new subscribers coming. Oh my god, I literally love the new subscribers are coming from the 2000 servers. That's what you think? I don't know what's going on. You want an update, by the way, while we're live? We started at like 31K when we started this, which is absolutely wild. Crazy is what's going on here. And it is I don't know. Hold on, it's counting. It's trying to catch up with the count. I think it's I don't know, every time I turn around it's still counting. I don't know. I'll tell you in a second. It's still going up. Trying to catch up to the stream. It looks like 31.8. We started at like 31. We started the stream at 31, so we almost hit 32 on this stream. I almost hit 32 since we've been on this stream. It's wild. So crazy, man. Surreal. Very cool. All right, let's we're gonna kick into high gear and get through all these 3v3s. Hope all you guys did all your 3v3 out there. If you did not, this is a perfect reminder to get her done. Get 3v3 done. Air and missile and tank. My tank squad is actually getting stronger. There we go. It used to not even be able to stand on its own 2 feet. But the team is getting much stronger now. All right, let's crush up this board. I think we get in the top 10. I believe it. I have faith. Already to 16. 16. Damson. Start doing these and you'll start memorizing everybody out of here. Got a 3-pack on Damson. There's the 5 points. I got to catch 1732. I should be able. Oh, this is a big one. Black Love is strong. Black Love is strong. I can't beat him with my tank squad. It's not going to happen. So we will move the gorilla. There we go. That's a lot of points, though, I think. Who's he get? Yeah, 22. See that? Moving to 15th place. All right. Let's see. Almost to 14th. Can we get to 14th? 14th place. Missile air. Okay. Fourteenth place. All right. Oh, big climb to try to get to 13th though. Yeah, too big of a leap there. Not gonna make that one. I need about 50 more points. I keep getting the same guy. Sultan's. Let's see. Gotcha. Hour of Marshall. Hour of Marshall. Eddie, huh? Oh, Eddie's going with the 3-2. I will keep my air there. I'm gonna try to beat him without the Overlord. I'm gonna see if we can do it. Let's see. Yep. By a lot too. Yeah, 3-2 stuff, man. No good. All right, that moved to 13th place. You got about 30 more. 30 more. Let's see. Here, looks. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Yep, all three that time. Almost 16 more. Oh yeah, let's get Marshall. Get Swift the hell out of there and see what happens. Yeah. That was good right there. This is a good win. Crushed him. Crushed him. How's his gear? Oh, his gear's a little behind too. All right, so that's 12. Oh, almost. Almost. All right. I think I'll make it in this one. And we'll go tank. Tank missile. Gotcha. Gotcha. And this one, we'll move. Gotcha. 11th place. All right. Ortho's very strong. I know that. Gotcha here. Ooh, this is a big one here. That's a big jump. I think I need my Overlord to tackle that one. Yeah. And I doubt I'm going to be able to get him on the... He's strong. I know Ortho's pretty damn strong. Top 10. Top 10. Now, how high can I make it in the 10? That's 10th place. Pretty good considering everybody is doing their 3v3 right now. Gotcha. I get you here, and I might be able to get. I'm gonna go for all three on this one. We are gonna go for all three. Get Swift lined up there. Okay. No. Oh my God! Look how close. Son of a bitch. Look at the gear difference. Look at that gear difference to me. And I almost got him. Almost. Son of a... If I get Raptor again, I'll switch. I'll switch Stetman and Murphy. Damn. A little upset about that one. Black Glove. Yeah, you I cannot beat. Okay. I don't have time yet. I only have like 6 minutes, and I still have 11 more to do. I'm running the clock. Oh, Small World, I don't care about. He's way stronger than me. He'll beat me. All good. Flapjack just moved your stuff. Can I not beat you, Flapjack? Gotcha. Oh, Doberman. I'm all good. Don't need to waste my time. Oh, I should be able to whoop you. I'll take that 5. Thank you. Snap, I was not able to beat. I was trying to, but I wasn't able to pull it off. 3 times. What do I got on you? Yep. Oh, Peanut. Yep, that is a waste. Let me get that one out. Not gonna happen. Oh, Sultans again. That's the same one we were just doing. 4. Here and here. For 5 there. Oh, I got the 9th place. Oh, no, I got nothing. I said I got the 9th, and then I got knocked right back down. Oh, here we go. Okay, here we go, Raptor. All right. All right. Yep. Yep. Okay. And then I think, what was I going to do? Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely with Swift. And now we're going to switch you two. Okay. Yeah. How about them apples right there, huh? Yes. Gotcha. Gotcha. 9th place. All right. We only got 3 more. 3 minutes. Okay, I picked a perfect time to do this. Get all this out right now. Ba-ba-ba. Oh, Nightmare's incredibly strong. Yeah, he is huge. I don't think I can beat him at all. Too strong. Don't think it matters. He's too strong. Doberman. That was top 3, actually, I think. I think it's like the top 3 is like Doberman, Peanut, and Nightmare. You can't beat top 3. Who is this? Oh, Loam? Okay. Loam, I need the gorilla air. I get you here. I'll take you there. And I think if I just get my Overlord here, get 2 out of 3. Yeah. That's 27 right there. That's good. Good pickup. Take all 3 from you. Is this my last one? It might be my last one, right? Oh, I dropped to 12. Damn. Everybody must have just beat me. Boom, boom, boom. 58, 2 minutes to spare. What did I just get beat like 3 times in a row? Oh, yeah. Yeah, this guy, you, got me 2 times in a row. Boom, boom. And then these 2. Boom, boom. Oh, he beat me normally. Oh, this you got me 3 times. Who the hell? Who's this you? This you 2-packing me. Blew me out on that one. My tank. Blew me out on that one, too. Tank against my missile. Yeah. Yeah. Well, being engineers not doing me any favors. Tell you that right now. All right. Anyway, I was able to get through them. The end here. Let's see. Did I miss anything? Is it worth it to hit 3v3, 33 every? Oh my God, yeah. Yeah, definitely. You're doing 3v3 every day. It's Valor, bro. Got to get your Valor in. Very few places to get Valor. 3v3 is one of them. Do not ever miss 3v3. Okay, not strong enough for 3v3, but still go and collect those diamonds. Okay, this is, by the way, this is something that I found out. I did not know. Thank you for bringing this, Maddie. So there's some people that are not strong enough to get in the top, what is it, for like arena or for 3v3? I think it's 3v3. You have to be, what, in the top 200 or something total hero power, right? Or you can't be in the 3v3. My nephews told me about this. I didn't even realize it. I've always been, so I didn't realize. So, but you got to be in the top 200, right? I heard you can't do 3v3. Okay, let me tell you something, guys. Okay, it's top 200 of your server, right? That it does that, correct? To be in there. Okay, let me tell you. Let me show you something that you don't know about 3v3. Then, and I'm going to tell you honestly what is a thing. So when you do daily, what you're missing out on daily, not being able to do 3v3. One win gets you 100 honor points here. You get 20 Valor bags. You do 3 wins, you get 30 Valor and 200 honor points, and then you get 400. So that's 700 honor points. That's here. And then on top of that, this is, 100 Valor. And that's every single day. Right? So here's something that you really may want to consider. If you go to a weaker server, you can get Valor and be in their top 200. So if I was on the weaker side, I don't know necessarily I want to be in the strong server. If you could do 3v3 every single week. You could do versus every week, like some of these things every single week, you'd be within the top 200. Now, if you can be in the top alliance of a server, that's different. Like if you can be in a top alliance of a top server, you're way better off doing that and getting all the gifts from the, VIP 18s or wherever you could squeeze yourself out, the 17s. I've shown that time and time again, the amount of gifts that you get. Those aren't the people I'm talking to or about. What I'm saying is, if you're sitting on a lower team alliance, if you're on like the 5th alliance of a top server, like a 6th alliance of a top server or something, some of these rewards are available to you every single time you get 3v3, which is 3 weeks out of the month. So think about that. 3 weeks out of the month, every single day, you get 700 honor points and 100 Valor that's given to you. So 100% something you should take into consideration. The other thing that's good on these lower servers you can get, like if you're in a lower alliance right now, you're better off on a weaker server, is even like some of those competitions that you get into, like the events where everybody spends a lot of money and they go to try to get the chat boxes and different stuff. On lower servers where nobody's spending a lot of money, all of a sudden they have those same events. They have those same competitions without the spenders. So it allows you an opportunity to get things like chat boxes and stuff like that you can actually achieve that you wouldn't be able to do on another server. Okay, that's another thing. If you're on the 5th alliance or 6th alliance of a really strong server, you know, even like a fourth alliance at this stage, it's more like the 3rd, 4th alliance of a strong server. If you're not getting good rewards, also don't forget, if you could be in a weaker server and you're in the top alliance, in a server, you are still going to be like, you can have another alliance in that server carry you if you're in their faction. If you're doing some of these things in these other, like now as we're competing and we're becoming one faction, and you can get yourself in there, very, very, these are just things that you should be thinking about of reasons that maybe for your gameplay in a game that's pay to win, where all of these things actually represent money in the game, maybe not for an forever thing, right? But if we're here for the long haul, like you people in 2133, these are things that you need to chart out and plan for. If you're gonna play the game for a long period of time, and you know that for 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, start thinking about that for your game. If you're low powered, free to play, you plan on being free to play forever, but you're not in a top alliance. You start thinking about that as far as the servers that you transfer to, and it kind of, instead of being in those, you know, a lowly alliance in the top where you're never going to be top 200 and you're never going to be considered on the alliance to be much of a player or, you know, to take part in some of the top things. I don't know. Sometimes you're probably like, you know what? I'd rather lose and get my head bashed in, but at least I get to play the game. Because I'm in the top alliance in this one. I get to go for the chat box. I get to, you know, I don't know. Think something to just consider as you move forward. Okay, let's move it along, folks. Let's get our stamina. Have a stamina video out. Everybody seems to love, so go check it out if you need stamina. I do not. I do not. I have, you know how much stamina I have? All right, everybody do this exercise with me. You're all around your game. You're all probably playing. It's reset. You're all doing this. Let's all do this together. Go to your inventory. Click your inventory. Let's pop up that screen. All right, that's the first step. Click your inventory. All right, now I want you to click statistics. Go ahead and click your statistics button. All right, and you have all your resources and how much resources and oil you have and everything. Okay, now I want you to go over and click the other button and look at how much stamina you have. I already pushed for verses, man. I did everything I got. I gave them all I got before I went on. I was like in 6th place before I went on. I guarantee you I did really good for team. What do you got? 16K? 9.6? All right. I got 125K right now. I make sure. See, what happens is I'm planning on getting in a fight straight up with Pun. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep fighting with Pun until he runs out of stamina. That's what I'm going to do. He's just going to eventually just get exhausted. And he's got, you know, they have that bar like you play in the game and your stamina bar just goes down. That's what I'm going to do with Pun. I don't care. We're gonna go punch for punch, and eventually I'm just gonna be like, all right, and that's it. He's done. It's all over. He's out of stamina. But anyway, get your stamina. 300 to 500 is a good deal, especially now. It's always difficult to get it. I know a lot of free-to-play players actually build up a lot of diamonds. You wouldn't believe the people that tell me how much diamonds they have. I swear to God, it is mind-blowing when somebody comes to me and tells me, hey, QB, I have 600,000 diamonds. Literally. I have 600,000 diamonds. What do I do? What do I do with the diamonds? What do I spend on these? What do I spend these diamonds on? Like, you're just sitting on 600,000 diamonds? Wow, what a good problem to have. What a good problem to have. But 300 to 500 is a good way to spend your stamina. By the way, the answer to the question is always VIP. Always VIP. If you have the diamonds, then make sure you're getting VIP. That's my answer to you every time. Just make sure you're purchasing right down here, the VIP with the diamonds. Yeah. Yeah, you want all that. You want all the perks of VIP. So there's how you spend it. Just keep and make sure you hoard it, and also in the diamond store, we're gonna go through that next. Oh, look at all this cool stuff here. Yeah, let's go in versus. I don't know. I know we have Stickman and SAS. I don't know how we did, but I can tell you, I pushed before this started. So we'll look at where I ended up. They won day 1. I don't know if they won day 2 or not. I just, I got to be honest with you guys. I got to be honest. I don't care about versus. I'm ready for season 6. Are you guys with me on that? Like, if you guys are getting ready, I cannot get myself geared up for this. I just don't care. I'm like, let's go. We already know who our factions are. We already know who we're playing. Like, I can't even give myself to give 2 shits about, like, versus right now. But I will tell you, right now, I will show you all. I pulled my end of the bargain. Rankings, Tuesday, right here. Where are we on? Was that Monday? See, look, I told you, I finished 20th. I did my part. I'm right here. QB was top 20, man. I was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I was 12th. 12th on my team. Little Stretch, OG Stretch. By the way, shout out to Stretch. Stretch, his season 6 photo. Phenomenal. Shout out to Stretch, by the way. My OG, my original OG. We were talking about those T10s. There's only 2 people that had T10s before me in this game. That guy would be one of them. Stretch was one of them. I will never go any server without Stretch. He is attached to me. He is part of the game. So when you recruit QB, you recruit Stretch. I always I have a handful of people that they come, and then Stretch is one of them. Stretch was an OG. And my original days helped me play the game, helped me learn the game from the beginning. He just hit actually 70 mil. 70 mil. He was like ridiculous as far as paying, spending and stuff. And then his spending went he stopped spending around, I want to say like season 1 or something. He started spending. But yeah, shout out to my OG, man. Love Stretch. What a great dude too. Yeah, it's just awesome guy. Awesome guy. You talk to Stretch, dude. Just a great human being is what I can say about Stretch. So there's some freaking awesome people on this on my squad that have always been with me. You got to follow me around. That are hard into this game. You guys see him on here all the time too. People like B4 and people like Black Panther. That's another one. That's another brother. Won't go. Pun, come to 184. I can't. I'm 118, man. I'm 118, Pun. Get me away from 118, man. Is what is. Hey, okay. So, okay, two things I want to get to before we get into the glittering. Okay, so cores, we're gonna do that. T11 is coming up, so we're gonna do our glittering, and T11s are coming up. One thing I do want to just remind you all to make sure, please, I beg of you, free to play, low spend, please listen up, please. Capital War, right? Guys, you cannot, I don't care what you have going on in your day. If you're at work, sneak off to your bathroom. If you are, sleeping, wake the F up and just do it. Whatever you need to do, capital rewards are a must. I tell you things like verses. We always talk about verses have to be done, have to be done. Capital rewards have to be done. No exceptions. They need to be capitalized on. How about that? How about that? I forbid you to leave this week without all of your capital rewards. I will send Pun to not. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to send Baja to your house at 3 a.m. and he's going to do some dubstep at 3 a.m. right before you got to go to work. He's going to be friggin' Baja Blaster right in your bedroom while you're trying to sleep. How about that? Do not, guys. Look at this. I'm going to tell you. Where's my, these are the president's rewards. Where's my, where are the, look at these honor points. I mean, it's so good. You got, wait, this is all they got for honor points? Did they lower the honor points for this? 10K? Didn't it used to be like 20K for capital? Hey, Pun, didn't we used to have like 20K for the capital? Or like 30K? Am I dreaming? Who's saying hell nah? Oh, it's been a minute? They knocked this down? Yeah, 20K. Yeah, me too. We lost honor on it too. But that was higher, right? This honor for participation, I swear to God, it's always been 10? Really, Advances? No, always 10K. Really? I don't know why I thought it was 20. See? I don't know. Y'all disagreeing right now. I need to go get some screenshots or something. It's been 10 forever. All right, well, been 10 forever. It's been 10 forever. See, Ant thinks it's 22. Some was 20. I don't remember what it was 20. But listen, it's 10K you just give away if you don't participate in this thing. I see so many people scrambling at the last minute. That's why I bring it up. And I'm always shaking my head. People trying to get to the tiles last minute. They're sitting out there. Please hit me. Like how, honor points. But guys, I'm like, I just sit there and I shake my head like, what the F are you guys doing? Like they're the easiest points to get. Go kill your troops. Just go ram them into a building. That's all you got to do. It's easy. Nobody's going to attack. Well, I mean, I can't speak for all of your servers out there, but I mean, I can speak for a majority of later in this game. Nobody even attacks your base. You just go out and attack the shit out of the capital. You're just like, hey, especially if you're like free to play. Nobody cares if you ram your troops in there like 100 times. Go burn your troops. That's all you need to do. And you get points. Some of the easiest points you can get in the game. I just sometimes I look at it and I'm like, why the hell are we struggling to get these points? Like, just go kill your troops, man. That's it. Simple. Now, for those of you that are in 2100, I will educate. I have not done this process yet for capital. What peaceful servers do, and what I've done at this point for as many days I've been in, we've always, I have been in this game now for what, 800, what is it, 860 or something? 863 days. And in 863 days, I have been on, this is my 5th server. I have never had a real capital war ever. I've never had one. 863 days, and I've been on plenty of servers that don't like each other, where there's been divisions and blah blah, but we still always like agreed on how Capital War was going to be done. Somebody takes it for 4 hours, or whatever. It's all divided. Like, hey, you're going to get it for 2 hours. You're going to get it for 2 hours. You're going to get it for 2 hours. And the crazy part is, all you have to do is really, for those of you that are on a bigger team, oh my God, you guys are going to upset me the most. I really got to kind of like rein it in a little bit. Because if you're on a strong team, all you have to do is be in there for like 20 minutes or something. You literally, while you're working, whatever, you go to the bathroom and you just put your troops in there, and then you just leave the game, shut it off, never, whatever you want to do. Your team can inject you out of there. So you just leave it in there and go back to work, and you'll get all your rewards. It's that easy. 20 minutes. So it's just so easy. Just don't. I bring it up, like you guys say, like, I don't know why you harp on that, whatever, because it never fails. I always see these people that are scrambling around at the last minute. Like, oh my God, I forgot to do this. How do you forget? It's the only thing going on. Literally, it's on here right now, guys. Set your friggin' alarm. Like, look, it's telling you 3 days and 11 hours. Set your alarm right now. Throw your troops in there. Figure out what your server's doing, when your alliance is going and whatever, and throw your troops in there. And if for some reason you're in a smaller alliance and you don't have a division, or you're not able to hold the capital for a period of time, then just get ready to ram your troops into a wall over and over again and get your points. Literally, like, just send all 4 squads. Just go 1, 2, 3, 4. Send them in there, and then wait for them to come back, and then repeat. That's it. It's so simple rewards. Don't miss them, okay? I'm gonna look at that. Someone's gotta look that up to look for screenshots of that 20. I'm telling you, if I find it, I swear to God, I'm coming after Legend. Coming after him. I'm telling you. Okay. Let's go into the Alliance store. There are 2 things I wanted to kind of go over this real quick, as far as again, what I'm getting in here every week. Value, not value, things like that, as far as what you should be buying, diamonds, different things. But also, we'll take a look and peek and see if they changed anything. I didn't look yet. I didn't do it. I was going to do it on the air last night. We got carried away with everybody, stuff like that. So let's kind of whip through here real quick in what we do. Resources. No, you don't need to spend diamonds on resources. It's that simple. It's really that simple. If you have a problem with resources, we have a guy called Wisconsin's Finest at the WWC. Just message him, and he will gladly help you with what you should be upgrading and maximizing your resources. And it's not buying them with diamonds, so don't do it. Armament materials, you get plenty of these. Honestly, when it comes to T11s, for all of you who don't have T11s yet, they come eventually after T10s. You're going to get T11s. Starts around, I think, season 4. Starting to creep its head around. So the armament materials are very similar to drone battle data. That's what it feels like. You don't have problem with armament materials. You get plenty of it. You end up collecting it because you can't use your cores fast enough. You end up just collecting all this material. So although you see it there, at this stage, I wouldn't purchase it. You have other opportunities to get that material in different places and stuff. If you have too many cores, that's a great problem to have. You will have a blast when it comes to the next week and you're getting the materials and doing it. But you get plenty of these materials through the actual playing of that game, the dopey T11 game that they have you beat and stuff, and throughout. So I wouldn't be wasting your diamonds on it, really. Cores are, yes, this is a no-brainer. Every time, use your diamonds, yes. I don't know, you have limited diamonds, whatever you do. Tell somebody to throw a diamond egg. I don't know how you need to get them, but listen, this is a yes. You have to get these every single week. Cores, free 5, get it. Bond badge, yes. Bond badges are very difficult to come by. It's money. 10 weeks is worth $50. If you push that button for 10 weeks, that is worth $50. Game. $50 in the store to get those. Very difficult to get You need to take any opportunity you have to get bond bags, especially free to play, low spend. They're just not available to you. Stamina, you guys already know. You already know. It's a must. We talked about it. If you want to be able to do something like gold zombies, different place, this is a place you need to count on being able to do for your stamina to be able to collect that. Now we get into the diamonds. Now, you know, used to look at this and I guess with the universal deco is 50 pieces, and I mean, I was never huge on it. It's like a third of a gold piece, but now there's no place to get deco right now. It's your only spot to get it. So yeah, got to do it. So if I had to look at this to put them in order, boy, it would be very difficult. I would say the stamina is first on the importance of these 4 lists. Stamina is first. Stamina is first because you can't play the game without stamina. So it's great. You have a strong overlord and you got your T11 troops and your deco's awesome. And then everybody can just look at your base because you can't participate in anything. So like you have to get stamina. You have no choice. That's your participation. Then I would say it's between the bond bags and the deco. I hate that they got rid of deco. I guess if you're free to play low spend, you got to do bond bags because there's no other place to get them for free to play low spend. Like even if you get the 50, you're not moving your deco anyway. Like at least with a few bond badges early on with the overlord, you can actually move your bond rating for a little bit. I just don't know where else you're getting. Where else are the bond badges if you're free to play low spend? Yeah, that's a good point. Thank you, Pun. You're right. At least there's because the bond bags, there's no other place where they're. I can think you can point to it. Like it's like, yeah, for spenders, if you're going to get the gorilla pack, they do give you 11 in the gorilla pass, you know, that they do the battle pass. But for free to play, I don't know. I think you have to go stamina, and 100% Pun is right that you got them there. And there's only 5 here for cores, and you do get cores for free play in the game as well, different things. So if I was prioritizing them, I would do at this point probably stamina, bond badge, the deco, and the cores. That's the order I would do those for. Oh, bounty. Fair point, because you can collect the bullets and get them. Yeah, fair point. You're right. You're right. That's a good place to get them. Okay. No, then I would say you can get them there. You don't have to do it here. That's a great point. Thank you. So stamina deco, cores, bond badge. Do them in that order. Because you do get you can get a shit ton after you save those bullets, and you get a ton of bullets. It's really possible to shop in that bounty store to get those tickets, as long as you're spending diamonds on the bullets. That's the other thing, though. You have to have diamonds in order to get the bullets. So, yeah, that's if you're buying diamonds, that would be the order I would do. It's tough because the deco, I get the train, but even the train, you got to get lucky there, Pun. All right, so what else do I do? Advanced teleports, a yes, I need those. You're free to play low spend. You can get away. You don't necessarily need them. So I don't know. It's up to you if you're free to play. If you want to spend your diamonds that way, you know, you can use other things, other ways of travel to get around other than advanced teleports. So the more high spenders and mid spenders get locked into having to use those, more than low spenders and free to play have to. You guys learn how to not use them. And then it gets into, I really wouldn't recommend anything else for you if you are a free to play in diamonds. I would conserve your diamonds at that point, because don't hit me with the, well, I ran out of diamonds thing. Well, then you were better off doing those. Over here, if you're not, it's, you know, you get to speed upville, especially now, because the tech stuff, they cut down the tech. You can't buy them anymore. So you are almost like forced to get the hours. You're forced. So you have to buy them all. You have to. And everything else I pretty much leave from a diamonds perspective. I don't buy anymore for diamonds. I spend too many diamonds on advanced teleport, honestly, and that's what hurts me from buying anything else in the store. All right, that's all I buy. Then I come in here. I used to, man, back in the day, I'll tell you what, I used to rip this whole store apart back in the day. I used to buy the drone parts. I bought the skill medals. I bought every single week. I'd buy the shards. I used to buy the purple shards. I used to buy the gold shards. I mean, man, I'd spend so many diamonds. It was ridiculous. Every single week. But not anymore. I don't spend as much diamonds. I told you I'm not a whale. I'm not pun and mute. I can't be doing these things. This store, I have 422,000 badges. So I am the Alliance. There's so many ways to get Alliance contribution badges. If you do not have them, my goodness gracious, let's talk. Because there are so many ways to get these badges. And now that I'm an engineer, on top of it, holy shit. I got more badges I know what to do with. So badges for me right now, if I had limited badges, I can tell you right now, I need to get my speed ups. For number one speed ups that's necessary for me is research. Have to get these research badges. Training, if you're free to play low spend, you're going to need training speed ups, because I don't know you train many other ways that you're going to use your universal speed ups. So they're kind of a must. But some of the things I can go around, other things that if I'm going to be limited in what I'm buying in here, it would kind of be more important to go. Bond badges, necessary. It's a must. Your cores, yeah, you should be getting those. Now, Gorilla Shards, I don't know, like, if you don't have your Gorilla Shards, you're free to play. Yeah, you have to. So that would be a must that you should do if you're limited. You don't have to do this. You can save. Survivor ticket's incredibly important, but there's other things that are more important. Drone parts, 10,000. You can get drone parts a lot of places. What you can't get, it's more important, I would say, is skill chips. I would prioritize your skill chips first before that. And then drone parts. So your engineer, you get these for free. If I had to choose, I guess I would take the drone parts over the component chests. Because you get a bunch of these from you get like level 3 for free from an engineer perspective. You do get a lot of these zombie buses and stuff that you participate. There's a bunch of places to get drone parts. So I'm just thinking, as many as I've gotten from being an engineer, I get a lot of those drone chests. So early on, I can go either way with these two, because it's only 10 and 10 and 20,000. Yeah. Either way, it's, you're gonna push. There's other ways to get these. There's other ways to get those. I'm not as concerned about either of them, but you should buy them next either way. Hopefully you have enough. You really shouldn't be struggling at this point to purchase them. All right, and then you have early in the game. Clearly, you need gold shards. If you're just for these are for your wall, then other things are priority in this store. Like survivor tokens are priority, but for free to play, you have no other way to train. So I would say you're going to need training speed ups to get troops. guys don't have a lot of speed ups. So you're gonna need that. I would say 100%. I would get the training speed up. Healing speed ups is incredibly important for you, but you can use the alliance to heal. So as long as you're healing in small batches, you don't necessarily ever need healing speed ups as long as you're using the alliance. I'm going to put those in the back burner for you to just tell you to play smarter. Construction, who gives a shit? You don't need construction. Well, you do for arms race for builders. So because of arms race, I'm going to put arms race at priority for you. Yeah. Yeah. 3 days you go through, you can use, I think you need what, 2 days to do arms race every single day. So yeah, that's important. Do that. Probably then Survivor, anything Survivor related is going to be important to get. I would get the tokens over the tickets because you run out of tokens before you run out of the shard. What, you get all these shards and then you can't use them because you have no tokens left. And so I would make sure you get as many Survivor tokens. 10 from here. Then I'm gonna say the tickets I would definitely get. And then the shards. And then the heal speed ups. I completed my whole damn store on the first day of the week. Wild. And then I don't buy resources here. It's a waste of alliance contributions. All these things are way more valuable. Don't buy ally, don't buy resin. No need for the ceramics. Advanced teleport, I buy. And then I don't, if you have to buy transfer tickets, I feel sorry for you. And then of course your shields, right? Oh, I forgot to drone pass the combat too. Because that's another thing that's hard to get. Should have done that earlier with these two, but and then whatever shields you need, whatever you have left over. I clearly have a ton left over from being an engineer. I'll buy this because I have too many. And then I'll get whatever I have left over to use these throughout the week. I imagine for engineers, you guys should have a ton of that left. I would imagine. I don't know. Honor shop. I'm actually short. I had a bunch of personal stuff going on and I missed a couple canyons and I'm gonna end 3 prints short this month. That's like terrible. 1.9 million of these. I don't care in this store, guys. You should, these campaign chests, if you do not, this is like a Tommy Boy thing. If you don't have enough campaign medals, raise your hand and Tommy Boy will come and hit you on the head with a tack hammer. I mean, everybody should get these. This is not a high spender thing. There's way too many of these medals. And you just have everything. And what I end up leaving, my last 2 that I don't touch in this entire store, I end up with 1.5 million every single time. It never moves. And I left ceramics and battle data right here. These 2 things I leave. Everything else I just buy because it's quicker to get through. That's why I buy them. I mean, honestly, there's just so many of these medals you should be able to get. Just whatever. Are you woo? I'm sorry, man. It sucks, right? I hate leaving those. But I had a bunch of personal stuff and I missed a canyon, I missed a DS. I was hey, sometimes personal life gets in the way. All right, let's get to T11s. Let's get to T11s, everybody. So first, I am going to get the weekly one. And did I already buy my I already bought the $5-10 thing, right? I think. Did I already do it? Oh, Moonstone. I think I did, right? Maybe you guys know if I did or I didn't. I don't remember. think that's all for my T11s. That's all I get. And then I don't have glittering event, so it's going to be a short little trip. But I do have, the good news is for T11s, folks, we're still in the glove. So I might get a little push from that glove on my third time through. So here we are, 86.09er. 86.09 is where I am as I go through here. 70% on the glove. Here we go. We'll do a 10. Well, what do I got? Okay, I can do a few. Do a few. All right. 2, 3, 4. Okay, there's 12%. 12%. And we went to, okay, so 0.03 is all we got out of there. And again, the journey continues through this third trip through. So the first trip to unlock it, you get a shit ton of squad power. I want to say 3 to 4 million the first time through. The second trip through here, you get, like, after you get 1 star, you unlock them. That trip, you're getting, like, 4 million, 5 million squad power. It's a lot of squad power as you travel through to unlock them. Then, after the first star, the second time through, you're probably getting another 3-4 million squad power. You get a lot of squad power that second time through. 2 million, maybe a little less, like 2 million maybe you get out of that one. 2, 3, all the way through. This third trip through that I've had now to get to my 3rd star dropped drastically down. It's dropped drastically down. I don't remember our total journey overall, but I want to say that it hasn't been much. Maybe I'm close. Maybe it's close to 1 million. I don't know. It's been very disappointing the whole way through. On the 3rd trip. And then I know Pun has told me as he's gone through like the 4th time, because Pun I think is already in here. He's trying to unlock his 5th one. He said it was incredibly disappointing that he's gone through. And it was like 0.02 he was getting here and there, using like 70%, getting hardly anything. So yeah, it's it gets less and less exciting as you go through. And I only bring that up because as I was talking through this and I said, glitter store and, using like glitter points for things like cores, if you use them for cores to unlock, it makes sense. If you get excited and you're using, you're trying to push your T11s through the first one, that's fine. But I'm just telling you, once you get to that point, it's hard to really push too much after that right now from what I've seen. I will say, though, like this 3rd dot, it does reduce damage taken by 1%. And that's pretty cool for this. Is that both troops? Do both troops get that one? 1% reduced damage taken? Yes. So they both get that. So that is pretty cool. There's a big one here in the 4th one, which is the death rate of enemy units by 5%. That's huge. That's huge for people like Wales. If you're wondering why somebody hits you and, in a battle report, it's funny because early in the game, at least, in these battle reports, when you look at a battle report, you see your base attack. So if you're a defender of a base attack, 0% death rate. 0. So by just absorbing hits, you lose 0 troops from absorbing hits. However, you know what happens is Wales and people go here and they get 250. And guess what 250 gives them? 5% enemy units death rate. That means that 0% I just showed you turns into 5%. So if you're like, hey, I'm absorbing a hit, why the hell am I losing troops? Because they got this. They have a 5% death rate. And then, after they get that, guess what they do? They go and get this T11s, right? and they get this, and they get that. And it's 5%. Now that 0% I showed you with both of those, 10% death rate now. So all of a sudden you're losing 10% of troops. That's a lot. It's a lot of troops. It's a lot of troops. I just went over this when I was talking about the T11s, right? And I was telling you like 150 in your, that was 5%. 150 you were losing in your load of 3,000. Well, now that's 300 troops you're losing every 3,000. That sucks. That sucks. For those of you that are just defending, or you're sitting there and you're like, oh, yeah, you know, at least when you attack me, I get 0% troops. So early in the game, that's nice to have. But it does not stay that way, folks, as people get the 250 and they get this. Now you can't just absorb and back and forth. So, all right. We are moving to our good old Bullseye. Now, for those of you that have been in WWC for the last 8 months or so, you know this is my #1 event for people in the game. For you start in the game, you go forward in the game, you move forward, preseason, season 1, season 2, season 3. All you newer people that are listening to this, that are out there, I hear so many people that say, I didn't know that. I didn't know how to play that. And when I say, oh, you should have this many mythics and that many mythics. Listen, do not spend those bullets until you hit 700. 700 is your safe number. Now, people will tell you, oh, 670, you get lucky, 675, 672, you know, blah, blah, blah. I would just say, unless you're prepared to spend money on the bullets when you get 670 and then you come up like 5 short, if you're not prepared to spend money to make sure you get the mythic at the end, 700 is just a safe number. You waited as long as you did to save your bullets. What's another 30 bullets? Just wait. I would just wait it out and make sure I had 700, because missing that last opening of mythic is the whole point of the saving. A whole point of it. So make sure, please, you save your bullets. Do not miss a day that you do the ammo bonanza. You're going to do this every single day, like clockwork. And then once you do this, it's over. Don't worry about it. The game does, the Bullseye thing does not exist. But I still tell you, it is the most important thing for you to do in the game. Now, free-to-play players need to make sure you're saving your bullets and get there. Now, oftentimes, the mistake people make early in this game is they use these bullets to here. So if I'm only at, like, a perfect example would be I'm at 342 and I'm like, oh man, I can unlock this and get some ore. And look at this one has prints. Oh man, why wouldn't I take those? I can get that with 300. I can easily get over here. That's cool. Huge mistake. Huge. You've just committed last war. I don't know. Last war. You made that last war mistake. I can't think of anything to say. But I'm telling you, what happens in here is this isn't where you want to be. This isn't where you want to be up here. This is, I mean, great stuff normally, right? For any free-to-play player, they can suck you in to be like, hey, look at all the shiny ore. Plus, when I play, I get ore, right? Because, by the way, the only thing you ever, and I mean ever, select in this list is ore. Ever. Now, you have this in here, and you think that's cool. This is where the magic is. That's the magic in here. That's 25, 30 prints and mythics. And just so you understand, that's $300 dangling at the end of this thing. $300 for those prints. Very hard to get in the game. Okay? So that's what you're trying to get to. And in order to do that, you have to save the 700 bullets. And I know it might be boring, but I'm telling you, if you play the game for a couple years, you're going to be able to do this a couple times, a few times. I believe, I don't know, anybody do the math out there? Can you do this? What is it, once every, like, is it 5 months? Is it you can do it? What do you get? I don't remember how many bullets you get, or how many, oh, right here. Does anybody know? Oh, is it 11 months savings? Woo! Oh, heavens above. That sucks. That sucks. Why? Why 11 months? Can't you get 112? What? No. You can get 18. You can get 18 bullets here. How many days is it? Oh, it's only 5 days. 5 days of 18 bullets. I'm doing a calculator right now. $90. Yeah, that's 90. Eighth month you can do it. I was right. What did I say? Did I say 4 months? I don't know what. But 7.7 months. 7.7 months is the time to save these bullets to get it. So 7.7 months. That's how long it's going to take you to do it. So your eighth month you can do it. 16. So that means you can get, in a 2-year span, if you save this right, you can probably get 3 mythics in about 2 years. 30. I mean 3 sets. So 30 mythic prints from just Bullseye in a little over 2 years, if you save. Oh, for free, because you have to buy a pack to get the 6. I see. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. See what happens with spenders. They take all that for granted. I get you. Wow, what a shitty deal that is, huh? And then, of course, they give you the most bullets if you buy a pack. Well, I'll tell you right now, this is more than ever a reason why the game... What is the game? Does the game not have... See, here's where is the bullshit in this game that I'm going to call them out on right now. They should let you have a 99-cent bullet pack. They should give you like 3 bullets for 99 cents or something. You know what I mean? Or 2 bullets for 99 cents. Because then you can buy a pack, right? Every time the Bullseye event, you spend $5 and you can get 30 extra bullets. That's your decision, but at least they should let you do that for 99 cents. So I call bullshit on the Bullseye. Like they should help free to play by doing that. 2 EW shards for $1. You can get 2. Is that what you buy, Will? To make sure you get it. So then you are getting it 8 months. You're buying that every day though? Where are you getting that? Oh, are you getting it on the on this? Are you doing this? You're doing this right here? Oh, this is a $1, right? 2 for $1. Oh, but you're Australian money, so you're saying it's 150. That's probably why you're saying that. Okay, so then you could do that for $1. You get 2 but I mean, I'd rather have the bullet. It would even be better if they did the bullets, right? Because think about if they let you do the 99 cents. The 99 cents for 2 bullets, because then you could get the 6 bonus ones for 5 days, which would give you 30. And then on top of that, you spend $5 for 2 bullets and you get an extra 10 with your money. So then you get 40 bullets total. So that would get you there even faster. Either way, you'd be 8 months in. Do that. But yeah, I mean, those are tough not to spend the $5 here to get those bullets. I mean, you're free to play, you're free to play. But that's $5 a month that you put into the game to get those 30 extra bullets. That's a big deal, guys. That is a big deal. I would do that. I would 100%. I mean, you know, to spend $5 a month to get 30 extra bullets, it changes your game, like your trajectory. You can get 30 prints in 2 years instead of one every year. That's 10 extra prints. That's 300. If you look at it the other way of like, yeah, it's $5 a month. But if you look at it the other way, it's $300 that you get extra in 2 years. You know? And so you'd be able to get, that would give you 3 from Bullseye. You can get them from the season. I know people have commented on the season that they don't always finish well enough in the season to get prints. And if you don't finish well enough to get prints in the season, then I would make sure you're carrying them to the next season so you can get the prints. To buy whatever prints you can get. Especially now that the Honor Store is giving you 2 prints per month. You want to be able to carry, you want to be able to get whatever prints you can from the season, because odds are with the 2 you get for free from the Honor Store, you'll be able to combine them to 10. And then you can get a set that way. So the combination of a season plus Honor Store would give you 10. Now I know earlier in the game you guys don't have them yet. Eventually you'll get Honor Store starts having prints. You guys don't know that. You get red prints right here. You get 2 every month. So look forward to that if you're in newer servers. Eventually you have, when is that, guys? Is that season 3? Season 4? See, maybe season 4? That happens? I think it's like season, maybe it was like the beginning of season 5, actually, right? Now that I think about it. Oh, season 2? Wow, no shit. Oh, good for them. That's great for the early servers then, if they had this roll out, because I don't think they rolled it out to us till like pre-season of like season 5 or something, or it was something like that. We're rolling up on like 5 months that we just had it, because I think people are going to just be able to complete a set coming up soon with that. Or though people have probably, if you were smart, they completed the set earlier because they could use their glitter coins in combination. Now you use your glitter coin combination, right? You don't need to save all of your glitter coins for the full 10 prints. You can just figure out once you have enough to complete your set plus your Honor Store, and the combination will get it for you. Because I think it's what, 300 per print, and you get like 60, so you can get it pretty quick, I think, with the glitter coin Honor Store combination. But anyway, that's what I would do. The bottom line is, going through all that, it's just save your glitter coins. It's incredibly important to have the Bullseye and get to the end here. It's really just a cheat code between this and there's only a few places that you get these red prints. And in this game, it's not only the red prints, by the way, it's also all of this gear. I keep saying that, like, the gear is the #1 thing in this game that you have trouble getting. We're focusing on reds, but really it's the 10 blueprints, You know, it's like 35 blueprints, I think, in here. 10, 20, is there 30 blueprints in here? So 30 blueprints and 10 reds. Incredibly important to get for anybody who is low spend, free to play for your game. Okay. That finishes up everything that I wanted to cover tonight. One thing I do just want to remind you guys, account reviews over here. So like yeah, where is it? So in this account reviews that I'm doing, there's a new tab in here called account review request that Mike the Sage hooked up and is working great. I have a bunch of them in here already. Please put your account reviews in here. As I always say, we don't charge anything for it. So I'll get to this in 100% review. I'm probably going to pick a day or a time and organize that, so we just start setting specific times for account reviews and we dial it in. every single time at a certain day, whenever that is. I haven't figured out a complete schedule yet, but I 100% will do it. So if you want to get in there, please do go in there for account review. There's also an account review chat. Mike DeSage, shut up. Shout out to Mike DeSage, phenomenal dude. In doing that and helping us out and splitting that Discord. You can get to that, by the way, at discord.gg/joinwwc. And that'll get you to the Discord where you can submit that account review. Much easier to do that way with the few screenshots. The instructions are all there for you and everything that you. All right. TBK1 versus ADO1. They've been fighting for a bank since reset. Still only halfway. All right, so send me the link. Send me the link. I'll take a look at it right now. In my sea of messages. Float to the top. First question. How many bullets do I need for the Red Prince? Look at that. What did I just say, guys? Wild. Donald, send me a link. Or what server is that? Just tell me. Actually, tell me what server that is. I'll go to the coordinates list and ask them myself. 1034. Did you send it to me, or should I go to the coordinates list? Go to coordinates list. Let's go, people. For those of you that don't know what we're about to do, it's called the coordinates list in Discord. So you go discord.gg/coordinates list. Why my people have a sea of messages all of a sudden. Okay. So you'll see here coordinates list, right? And then all you do is you put in here server 1034. There you go. And then that's all I need to do. You have to get verified and all that good stuff, but once you do, you put server 1034, please. Up right there. Look at this. Already, this person already claimed that they were going to send it to me. Watch how fast I get these links to this server from them. It's Miller the Killer. No, sir. I'm waiting on, it looks like ALX1, who's volunteering to do coordinates for the team. So what they do is they look it up and they send it to you right in game. Now this is great. Look at that right there. Boom. Already got it. Already got it. Now forget all that bullshit MapQuest illegal nonsense people are doing, that you're not allowed to use third-party tools and you get in trouble. People getting suspended for it, possibly banned for all this nonsense. I just did it for free. Wonderful people. Get back to the game. You can get whatever any coordinates you need free. Don't have to spend outside the game. And they're awesome people, by the way. Currently having a sweepstakes, I think that's going to go at the end of the month. So if you join coordinates list now, you can enter their little giveaway. And I think they're giving away a couple thousand bricks as well. You'll find it in the left side of their menu. So again, discord.gg/coordinates list. Check it out. Look at this. Thank you so much. Let's go in and take a look. All right. Who's fighting now? Where am I going? No fighting going on here. Oh, somewhere. There a fight? Talk about. Somebody telling me in here? Where, which one are they fighting over? This one? No. Did it end? I don't see it. See them building their Warzone posts. I don't see anybody fighting. No, no, no. Well, like there were people ready to fight, but nobody actually fighting. People defending, ready to roll. Or it ended, one or the other. But I don't think anybody declaring. No fights. Well, that's disappointing because you said the magic words to me. I would have looked. You said fighting. I'm always down for that. But I don't see that. Nobody. Nobody. I think Donald might have been at the well, let's see. What did he say? Who's TBK? TBK's 1024? Or 10 he said 1034. Did I ask for the wrong server? Did I say 1024 or 34? Did I ask for the wrong server? No, I said 1034. Here's 1034. Oh yeah, TBK1. That's what he said. Yeah, all good. Wow, look at all these. I mean, these guys are they mean business. I don't know where. Maybe the TBK1's in here somewhere to know. That would be to tell that Donald might have been at that same rave Baja was at last night. I was gonna try to find like TBK1's territory they were around. K1. So unbelievable how many friggin' teams are on these servers. We were in season 5, and it was like with like a handful of teams that were fighting. These servers have like 10 alliances, 12 alliances on these damn servers. Crazy. Oh, either way, is what it is. We try. Oh wait, 32.2 now. It was just I didn't look at what we were. Yeah, boy. Yeah, yeah, see, you must have told somebody about it. I don't know who you told about it, but you must have told somebody. Yeah, 32 right now, 32.2. 32.2. Wild. Absolutely wild. Yeah, I don't. What do we got? Look at the report I just sent. All right, we'll look at one report. Then we gotta go. We're doing another. We're supposed to do 2 hours. Now we're 2 hours and 40 minutes. It never fails. What, this one you want to see? Who you got in here? If we look at this, it's from Miller the Killer. Okay, Miller the Killer. Okay. What am I looking at? He beat his air beat a missile. He's 85 and they're 73. Everybody's level 30. Yeah, I mean, it may have been closer than they needed to be, because he has shields that are left, and missile is all physical power. Yeah, I mean, he's got him on drone by 2 million, it looks like, almost. Deco units. Wall is way bigger. Overlord. More chips. Combat boost. Yep. I mean, he's ahead of him in siege, and his defense is better. I mean, even his tech is way better. He did attack his air, which is here. Deco's way better. A little bit on that. He's got level okay, same thing. 0.04, a little bit of morale. A little better in the quantity. I mean, 2. Yeah. What am I looking at, my man? That he overcame it. My guess is that he overcame it because of this. If I had a guess, you're looking at it. Well, they're all level 30, right? So the physical damage, radar. Who we got? His back row's gonna get smoked with Diva too. I have to look at how many stuns. Fiona, Yeah, smoked him. Damage. Oh, that's swift damage. I mean, look at that swift damage. 52.6 million up front. I mean, like Diva only does 25.5 million damage in this fight. Swift's doing 52.6. Wild. What's that mythic get? See right here? When countering, so the unit counters are as follows: tanks counter missile, missile vehicles counter air, and so forth, right? So he had, who was he, what did he have? Did he have? No, because that's hmm. It is a lot to make up. 12 million is a lot. I mean, I think I'm more amazed by how much he beat him by. I hate that yeah, but I hate that you don't ever know the Fiona strips. Like they don't show you what she strips, like the damage reduction that she's taking off. I was trying to watch the shielding because one of her things she removes is a shielding, but then it looked like, I mean, it looked like the shielding was there. He got 3 stuns too. I didn't see who he stunned, but it wasn't going to be Swift. Swift is in the front row. I would have loved to seen him do this battle again with Diva in the front. Yeah, it's a lineup beat. It's just impressive that he won by that much. Hmm. Yeah, take this to the lab. I'm gonna sandbox this. See what's going on here. It's pretty impressive though. The 12 million is what gets me. Like it's 12 million and he got handled. He got handled. Hmm. I can't find, there's nothing in the report that has an advantage that I can point to either. Like he's literally beaten everything. It's not like it's a engineer versus war leader, or there's some tech that you can point to, or Deco. Even the tech, he's even beating him further by the tech because he's only 69% on siege. Well, I mean, he probably has all the power. In all fairness, you can get the power around that 69%. So he could have almost 100% of the power in the siege. But 6% to 18% for tactical to thing, which is driving the drone up. You're seeing 13.2 to 11.6. Big difference. All these things. All right. I will take this Seabass. Oh, what did you say? What are you saying, Gyps? DVH doesn't focus. Yeah, I know. No shit. It's a huge problem. Skylar would have been better. Yeah, that's why I want a sandbox. That's exactly what I'm thinking. I'm wondering when you switch these, what happens. I know, damn. I mean, again, we've talked about how unstable it is when she's in the front as well. But I would have liked to seen it better. I know that her ceiling is much higher in the front, so it would have been interesting. It would have been a closer fight, in some regards. But I need to sandbox. I need to sandbox this. So I'll also tell you this. Hey, this is good, Seabats. I'm gonna take this and put it in my records for doing this in the sandbox. Thank you for sending that. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Sandbox. I'm gonna tell you too for sandboxing. I just want to leave it with this. So one of the things I noticed is Kimberly's Shards comes out, right? So one of the things I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sandbox all the teams before we get the shards, and then when we get the shards on live, I will sandbox the shards to show the difference. So that's coming up. I will definitely do that. I'm gonna start running now. It's funny because I was just running lineup changes where I was trying to see the battles and I was sandboxing the format. I'm gonna go do it. I'm gonna start with 10. Got me right back to missile. I'm gonna go back to missile and I'm gonna sandbox the missile and air lineup, and I will fight somebody to see the difference between moving that lineup around between Diva in the front row. I'll switch and put Skylar Morrison, flip them on the sides. Yeah. Seabass, you make me mad because now you gave me more work. Now I have to sandbox more. I gotta figure this out. Yeah. So Gypsy, what's funny is when I sandboxed 600 battles. It depends on who you're fighting and where they are, because Diva a lot of the times in the switch battles ended up being more damage, more damage in the front. She maximized her damage from the front, but it's also inconsistent. It was very inconsistent. When I ran 600 battles, and it ended up being inconsistent with the front, was all over the map. It was absolutely ridiculous. But her highest points were definitely in the front. And also the left. Back left. She was but I also think it depends on who you're fighting and the order of the of who you're fighting and stuff like that. When you're sandboxing, you have to mix them around, and that's where it becomes more difficult to do. For who you're going against and what sides, and it's all over the place. I know she is. Well, you know what else plays a role in that? You know what else? Gypsy bro. Record. What's your name? Gyps. What's your name? Gyps. So it's also it's Skylar. It's like the friggin' stuns, because you do these. I did 600 battles and there's stuns all over the map. So when you're putting down the battle data, it's like, oh, okay, on this one I had 4 stuns. This one you have 2 stuns. That one you have 5 stuns. And when you think why the stuns play a role in it is because if she has 5 stuns, you can't tell a consistent battle, because now Diva has longer to cook, right? So yeah, she did more damage, but she did more damage because the other team didn't die as fast because she stunned 5 times. So it throws your data all out of whack. Now you're looking at it, you're like, oh, you know what I mean? It's always that friggin' stun. Air is so hard to just settle in with, like the lineups and the damage for the heroes because of that. It sucks. Drives me nuts. But whatever. I'm gonna do it with I'll do it with missile too. Oh, exactly. I know. That's another point. Yeah. Who does she stun? That's a great point too. Is stunned 5 times, but if she's stunned 5 times a defensive hero that you might have in the back row, okay, you're fine. But if all of a sudden she stuns, whoever, like if she hits Swift 4 times in your back row, you're screwed. Because he doesn't skill cycle at all, and then he just dies. It's terrible. It's crazy. I don't look at the damage as much as just watching the fight. Agree. Yeah, I know. Agree. You're better. Well, I mean, even if you're watching the fight, though, it's the same. It's the same thing. You gotta mess with the stuns. Are gonna throw your data off, no matter what you do. Friggin' wacky. That air it's gonna be the death of me. It's like it's one thing or another. I hate it. I hate it because of the inconsistencies. I just can't get a handle on it. But it's a great team. It's a great team. If she's on, then she could beat anybody. All right, guys, I'm gonna let you go. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. You've been with here tonight. Say it. Could have been anywhere tonight. You were with us, and for that, I truly do appreciate y'all. We will see you again on Coordinates List Day, coming up on Hero Day. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night. QB18 out.